guys, and welcome back to my channel, Homemaking with Katrina. This is my third time doing this intro on this video. I tell you, from interruptions, it's just it needs to be done though, because this is some talk. So I hope you guys will join me for just some little chatty talk for about 5 minutes. No longer than that. I don't want to hold you too long because I know people have things to do. I'm drinking me some herbal weight loss tea. It's just some homemade tea, a couple of herbs because I don't even like tea. And tea actually irritates my bladder. So this is just pretty much water and herbs and ginger steeped. And yeah. It's hot too, but it's delicious. No sugar, just herbs, ginger, and water steeped. I am trying to heal my thyroid in Jesus' name. I go actually today for my second round of blood work. A couple of months ago, I know I have not really shared anything about it, but back in October of 2022, we can say that now. Back in October of 2022 of last year, however, some months ago, I had just had a random physical done that I just didn't think anything of it. I just thought that everything would be fine. And then I got a call that I had some elevated levels and I needed to go on medication immediately for a couple of things. So that was like a shocker because I was not expecting that, but I was just like, what in the world? So I was having some issues and I addressed it with my doctor before I even done the blood work, and she just suggested that I had these levels checked just to see if that could be any other things. And I honestly thought, like times before, oh, it's gonna be fine. So my thyroid was one of them. My hemoglobin was low. My iron level was low. So right now I am like hypothyroidism, to where it is not doing well at all. So I've been on medication for about 2.5 months now. They've adjusted the medication once, and yeah, so I'm extremely exhausted all the time. That's why I don't put out a lot of videos. I try to do a video every week, but extremely fatigued, cold. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my issues that's been going on with me. We still got boxes out back from Christmas, but that's what's been going on with me, and along with nursing a baby and taking care of the other 8 kiddos and homeschooling and all the stuff that we as parents have to do, just can't stop. And so it's just been draining on me and just been taking a lot out of me, so I don't have a lot of energy to just record. So I just wanted to give you guys a live update of what's going on with my health. I hope everyone's doing well. Another thing, I know I've got a couple of requests. I did start on, I have a couple of videos that I need to put out. I know I mentioned, if you watch the video all the way through, that I'm trying to put out some products, and I hope you guys would be interested in buying them. They're going to be some cutting boards with my initials, and because that's just something that when you're cutting fruits, vegetables, meat, you just want that cutting board, and you want it to be safe for your countertops and stuff like that, because my husband makes it so clear to me, even though our home was not a new home when we purchased, it was new to us, but it was, it was already existing. So the countertops, he just says, because you weren't using a cutting board, you messed up the countertops. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to use cutting boards, but I wanted to put out some things that I would be using, and of course share those things with you guys as well. I thank you guys so much for just supporting my channel for the last 2 years, and the ones that are new here that has found me and been so supportive, and the nice comments that you guys always put out. I really appreciate those. I wish I could put a face to words. But also January, we're already in the 10th day of the month already. Birthday coming up. My oldest, she'll be turning 14. Can't believe that. I've got all my kids are back to back to back. Like the twins, they'll be 10 in February. Michaela, the beginning of March, she'll be 12. Wade, at the end of March, he'll be 8. Cameron, he's with me. We at the end of the year. Joshua, Cash, well, my husband's in April. Miracle is the beginning of June. Cash is the second week in June. And then Joshua is August, the end of August. So he's towards the end of the year too. So yeah, so we've got something going on every month. We're also taking a large traveling across the country trip in March. So we're super excited about that. What else are we doing? Oh yeah, Andrew is 2 years in as of next week of seizure free. He has not had any seizure activities. He goes on the 23rd for an EEG of his head, and they'll see if they see any abnormal activities. The way that they check it, of course, is that they have you not to take the medication, and they want you to stay up pretty much all night long. You can only sleep 4 hours prior to the test, and however the test results come out, that determines as well as how your body is doing with and without the medication. So we believe that he's been healed, and we're so thankful, and we know that this situation that came is just going to be a testimony to others that struggle with epilepsy, and just a testimony for what God has in store for him as a man. And yeah, so those are the life updates that's going on in our household. I also wanted to say too, I am on Facebook and Instagram. It's Brittany Curry, lowercase b, on Instagram, and on Facebook, capital B, Brittany Curry. And Curry is with an IE. So I would love for you guys to check me out and follow me over there, because I put out reels and shorts. I'll be putting out some shorts, of course, on YouTube as well, because they'll start kicking in the whole monetization for those. But yeah, so that is what's going on right now. And of course that once products come available, I will definitely have them for sale. There's nothing inexpensive. It's nothing expensive. They're very inexpensive. That's what I meant to say. And they will have my favorite scripture on them that I apply to my life every day. And I hope that you can do that as well, knowing that without God, nothing is impossible. Nothing is possible. So, yeah, so that is the life updates of what's going on to come, Lord's willing, this year. And I'll be sharing those things. But just keep me in your prayers, for God will give me strength and healing in my body. And I will definitely keep you guys updated on the levels of what's going on with my thyroid, because I do not want to feel like this all the time. And that's why I'm trying to eat healthy and trying to lose weight and trying to drink herbal tea. And once the temperatures start to change, I'll start going to walk. I have joined the Y, and we'll just do that as a family thing. But until then, that's what's going on. But to complete this vlog, it is going to be meals of the week, what I feed my family for 1 week. Please give me a thumbs up, like, share, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments and next video. Bye. Say bye, Mimi. Say bye, Mir. Say bye, bye. Say bye, 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 bye. Can you say bye? Can you say bye, Princess and the Pea? So just to show you how everything is, I'm doing braised beef tortellini, a salad, and some garlic bread. So of course I just got some salad, and I'm just gonna put some fixings, some cheese, lettuce, some cheese, cucumbers, tomatoes, croutons on that, and then of course some store-bought garlic bread. Nothing special with that. Those are the sides. Now for the tortellini, of course, I got this brand of tortellini. I always buy it. It's really, really good. It's so fresh. You buy it in the cold section. It's not frozen or anything, so it's ready to cook. I think it says 4 minutes, but I always put it in the oven. And it's the cheese tortellini. So of course you want cheese tortellini. You can buy the one in the frozen section, I think, and it'll come out just as good. I have 4 large New York strips. I'm just gonna slice them up thin, but I'm not gonna slice them up until after I'm done cooking the beef. I'm gonna cook it up and then slice it over the pasta. For the spices for the beef, I'm using, of course, some beef bouillon. Miss Miracle over there is talking. Beef bouillon seasoning, some Montreal steak seasoning, which is really good. I like to use it simply because the presentation, it's got big flakes of black pepper, and it has some salt, but honestly, if you use this with salt, it's going to be the blandest piece of meat that you could ever have. It's just really flavorful because it's got some herbs and stuff in it. So that's why I like to use it. So Montreal seasoning, some minced onion, some granulated garlic, some parsley, and of course you'll need 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. That's for the seasoning of this. Actually will go in the sauce, I'm sorry. So that's the spices. This is the pasta. This is the choice of meat. You can use whatever type of meat you want to use. Ribeye, chuck roast, prime rib. I wouldn't waste prime rib. Prime rib is just too good to waste on some beef tortellini. I would do tenderloin or ribeye or strip steak, or even a skirt steak would be really good with it, or a chuck roast. You know, just a really good cut of beef. Because this recipe does not take long at all as well. Now for the sauce, you can do a homemade sauce like me, or you can cut corners and do a really quick cream sauce by just doing, of course, some flour and milk, adding some salt and pepper to it, and just some cheese. Or you can do the Alfredo sauce that you buy in the jar and just kind of spice it up. But for this recipe that I'm making on here, you will need heavy cream, half and half, some Parmesan cheese. I'm using sharp cheddar as well because that's the salt content for it, and some unsalted butter. And then at the end, you'll put this drain. Do not dump this in there with the juice. Drain it, and we'll plate it up, and I'll show you how it looks. But yeah, this dish will take about 30 minutes. The longest thing will take, of course, is the meat. And I'll show you the finished product once everything is done.